The Memphis Grizzlies had their first Las Vegas Summer League contest of the season as they lost to the Boston Celtics 92-78 in an underwhelming performance to say the least. Hi everybody, welcome back to Grizzlies Digest. I'm Tristan Harlan, excited to be back with you talking all things about the Memphis Grizzlies, whether it's scores, trades, rumors, signings, and everything in between. So let's go ahead and dive right into it, shall we? But before we begin, 86.5% of you guys are not clicking that subscribe button. Come on now, we're one big happy family here at Grizzlies Digest, and the more you click the subscribe button, the more resources we can get to put out better content and videos for you guys to enjoy as we talk about the Memphis Grizzlies as we lead up to the 2025-2026 NBA season. Because hey, like I've said it, if I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. It's everybody's favorite price, free 99. And by the way, happy Friday. Hope everybody had a great week. Got a lot of things planned for the weekend. So yeah, Memphis Grizzlies played the Boston Celtics today at 3 p.m. Central Time in the first Las Vegas Summer League game. And man, look, I'm not going to sit here and say it was a bad game for the Grizzlies, but it wasn't the greatest. I mean, you take a look at the box score for the Grizzlies, first and foremost. You have four guys that are scoring over 10 points. Of course, Jalen with 13, Gigi with 16, Armando with 14, and Cam with 15. But the one thing that I see about this stat line that doesn't really perk my ears is the amount of three-pointers taken versus how many they've made. I mean, Jalen, for example, 2 of 7. Gigi, 1 of 3. Cam, who had a great game in Salt Lake City not too long ago from three-point land, he went 2 of 4. And that's not that bad, but, then you move on down the box score and you see Estrada 0 for 1, Jeremy Jones 0 for 2, Fleming 0 for 1, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, look, here's the thing. Yes, the Grizzlies almost came back and won late in the stretch of the game, but here's the thing. And yes, I'm not going to do an overreaction because it is Summer League. These guys aren't the final starters. This is not the regular season, so in all technicality, these games don't count towards the NBA playoffs or the NBA championships. But these guys, well, I say these guys, probably 40% of these guys are going to be guys you're going to be seeing on the roster for the next 5 to 10 seasons. Hopefully, if most of them stay healthy, like Gigi, Jalen, Zion, Cam, Armando, even some of the others that didn't play. But the biggest takeaway here is that it's different. It's a different land now. Everybody's 0-0. Well, now the Grizzlies are 0-1. The Celtics are 1-0, and things like this can't happen. I mean, yeah, everybody's gonna have their slow games and their off games because Gigi's known for scoring over 20. Jalen, same deal. And the fact that we're saying a 10-plus scoring game is a slow off game for them is kind of saying something. But when you look at the Boston box score, I mean, Jordan Walsh, the former Arkansas Razorback, 17 points, 3 defensive rebounds. I mean, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc, 6 of 12 from the field. I mean, it felt like every time I was looking down at my screen, I either saw him making a mid-range or a three-pointer, and then I saw Kenneth Lofton, the former Grizzly, hitting a free throws. He went 9 of 10 in this contest. But I mean, again, you see what they did versus what the Grizzlies did, and I mean, the biggest issue here is the three-pointers. I mean, you can't go into a game as a team shooting 20% from beyond the arc and expecting to win. You can't go into the game with this many fouls and expecting to win. Now, in a comparison, yes, the Grizzlies did score 25 points in the third quarter, and they started that little run as they were even in the first and second with 18. But you can't allow your opponent to score over 20 in almost every quarter if you want to win. Now, if you have a high-octane offense where you're constantly going and you're on the fast break and you're responding every time the opposing team is going down to shoot a 3 or shoot a 2 or at least get a bucket, then sure, you can allow 20 points a quarter. But the biggest takeaway and the biggest thing that I've seen in this game, and for those of you that watched, I'm sure you may have your own takes, but seemed like every time one of the Celtics players was going down and shot from the wing, seemed like he was getting fouled. I mean, you can't foul a 3-point shooter because that leads to a 4-point play or even 3 free throws. So, I mean, just the foul tendency from this team in this contest was kind of above the line, not where I would like it to be as a Grizzlies fan and a content creator here on Grizzlies Digest. But I mean, they beat Boston in the points in the paint, 42-38. They trailed by 2 with the fast break points. The biggest lead is something too. I mean, basketball is a game of runs no matter how you slice it. And if Boston's biggest lead was 18 points and Memphis's was only 2, then something, and to all the credit in the world to the Boston Celtics because, they have a great summer league roster. They have a great summer league team, but to me, and it may just me being a Grizzlies fan and being a Grizzlies homer, I think the Grizzlies have the better roster and they should have won this game. Now, of course, they've got a lot of games left in the summer league before, the championship and the playoffs start. But with how hype and how good this team looked in Salt Lake City, that Salt Lake City team did not show up in the first game of their Las Vegas season. Now, bench points, another thing. Holy cow, Boston's bench put up 41 points to Memphis's 15. I mean, they might as well took Memphis behind the old woodshed and with the belt and just beat them to death. Because, look, you can't win ball games if you're going to let the second team or the bench unit come in and almost score 50 points. I mean, while yes, it's not technically almost 50 points, you get what I'm saying. That's just a mind-blowing stat, as well as the biggest lead being 18 points. But another thing is the turnovers. 19 turnovers to Boston's 17. 10 points off turnovers to Boston's 22. I mean, if this is going to be a consistent factor of the summer league, then the Memphis may not win another summer league game. Now, yes, that's a far stretch because there's a lot of games left, as I mentioned. The proof is in the pudding, and you're scoring 42 points in the paint, but you're allowing 22 points off turnovers, and you're allowing the bench to score 41 points on your team, then it's kind of concerning. Now, again, it's only one game, and something could change in the very next game. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh well, this is it for the Grizzlies Summer League of 2024, or we'll say 2025 because it's 2025 Summer League. Because it's the NBA 2K26 Summer League, technically. But, look, it's not... I'm not going to sit here and say, have an overreaction and say Gigi's the next Michael Jordan or Jalen Wells is the next, biggest NBA superstar behind John Jaren. But if these guys limit their fouls, they get some good shots up, and they really work on, bringing down the fouls, maybe having a better result in the plus-minus category, and possibly doing a little bit more things, then who knows? And Armando Bacot, or Bacot, however you say his name, if I'm mispronouncing it, I do apologize. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a call up to the main roster. I'm going to use my wrestling terminology. Call up to the main roster for a couple games, just so the Grizzlies can have another center on their roster while Edey's out. Now, again, Javon Small just signed a 2-way deal today, and of course, Jared broke that down for you guys, so I don't want to, step on his toes and take away from his video. I'm sure it was great, so be sure to tune into that. But, I mean, the biggest gray area right now for the Grizzlies is the center spot and the big category, so this is the time that the Grizzlies really need to be seeing who can play that spot, because as you guys remember, Zach Edey is out possibly for the entire first month of the season. So only time will tell what the Grizzlies are going to do. There's a lot of summer league basketball left. Of course, after every game, I'll be here talking about the games. Jared may even be here talking about the games. So make sure you're clicking that subscribe button, because 86.5% of you guys are not clicking that subscribe button. And we're a family here at Grizzlies Digest, like I mentioned. I mean, you guys comment. We read your comments. Sometimes we like them, react to them. I even comment on from my own personal YouTube account. You guys sometimes you guys tell me I suck or I don't know what I'm talking about. So hey, we're all one big happy family here. It's all good. I love the criticism. I love being coachable, and I love getting you guys' feedback so I can be a better creator for you guys. But again, 86.5% of you guys are not subscribing. So if you like what you see, like what you hear, want to keep up with the Memphis Grizzlies and the latest trade rumors, signings, game recaps, game results, reactions, so on and so forth. Make sure you're clicking that subscribe button because, hey, the Grizzlies are almost there to the regular season. And just like you guys push forward towards the weekend during the work week, we are all pushing forward towards the regular season. But if you guys enjoyed the video, reminder, like, comment, and subscribe. Your favorite thing about the Memphis Grizzlies Summer League roster, put that in the comments below. But have a good weekend, guys. If I don't see you again, Tristan Harlan signing off for Grizzlies Digest, and I'll see you next time.